I am Pluto. Never forget. Never forget. Okay.
So today's review is also going to double as a mini little get ready with me mommy edition tutorial. It's going to be featuring a Amazon seller by the name of Diva Queen, but this is what you would consider, I guess, pack hair. As you see right here, it says 1 pack, and what's really cool is that it had I believe it was 6 bundles of hair on here, and it was 2 16s, 2 18s, 2 20s, and then a 16-inch closure. The closure was actually, you know, the old school closure where you do like a China bang with no leave out, and you have that closure that you kind of make yourself with the glue and roll it up. It had one of those there. Obviously I didn't use it today, but I did put it to the side because I do plan on making one of those kind of wigs pretty soon, and I'm gonna use that closure. It was constructed really nice, but I did use all 6 of the bundles. It says it's natural straight, and it's 7 pieces, as I said before, and I used the 6. What's even cooler about this brand, Diva Queen, is that they also sold frontals. So I did request that they send me over a frontal, and I believe the frontal was 16 inches as well. And I just did my quick everyday hair routine, and this is what I got. Just some simple, super duper soft curls. I rather have like curls at the very ends of my hair for some definition, so that when I put it up in ponytails and buns, it's not like bone straight. You know, when your hair is bone straight and you put it up in ponytails and buns to deal with your kids, it leaves that crimp. When you have curly hair, when you get those bumps and stuff, it all blends in. So I'm gonna go and roll to the tutorial, and then I'll be back with my final thoughts on this hair. Okay, so this is what I look like when I wake up in the morning, minus the makeup. But I have a bad habit of not sleeping with a scarf or a bonnet. I just go to sleep however. Usually I'll put the hair, whatever hair I'm wearing, it's like a bun, a low bun, and that's all I'll do. But honestly, no matter how cute my hair is the day before, I always mess it up and sleep on it. Plus I'm a wild sleeper, my son's a wild sleeper, and he sleeps right under me. So this is how I wake up. I went ahead and did my makeup so I wouldn't look crazy on camera. So I've got like 15 minutes until my baby gets back home, so I'm gonna try and not rush this part of the video, but try to get it done. So I'm gonna heat up my flat iron. Our Hair Art is the brand, and it's a ceramic tourmaline. I don't know, I bought this off of Amazon last summer. I like it. It heats up to 450 degrees. I actually want to get the Babyless flat iron. I usually have FHI. My mom used to use only FHI, and then I started using FHI, but I bought this one for like 50 bucks off of Amazon when my FHI broke on me. So this hair is actually from Amazon, and it is from the brand Diva Queen, and this is how it came. It came like a 7-piece, so it was like 6 bundles of hair, and then a closure, like if you're gonna do a China bang. And then I also was sent a frontal from the same brand, so I didn't use the closure. Okay, I have my big mirror here and my small mirror here, so hopefully this will work. But when I get ready, first thing I do is comb the hair out. Even if the hair is not hair that tangles or sheds, because I slept on it, I'm gonna get to have to detangle it in the morning. By now the flat iron is probably hot, but I'm gonna go ahead and work on the parting first. So I decided, do I want a side part or do I want a middle part? I already had a middle part and I like that, so let's just clean that up. I'm gonna do a full review of this hair at the end. It's very affordable, and like I said, it's on Amazon, so I think you guys should check it out if you like what you see. I did bleach the knots, and I did do the hot glue gun method to get this on a cap. I'll give you full details as I go along, as well as my final thoughts at the end. But the first thing I do is define my part and get it as straight as I want it. And then I'll just take some foam wrap lotion or mousse and just put it in that area. Usually I'll clip it if I have a lot of flyaways. I just get it in that parting area, and that's how I get my part to lay flat. Any flyaways will go away and become tamed. Then also push some of the hair back to make sure it's covering those tracks behind. I used a kid's dome cap to make this wig, and I absolutely hate it. So the way it's made, it makes the hair a little bit bulky right here, because it doesn't fit as snug as an adult dome cap would. But I'll show you guys all of that in my review at the end of this video. But usually I'll blow dry that down, but I forgot to put the blow dryer over here, so I'm just gonna take the flat iron and flatten that out. If I didn't bleach the knots, or if the lace didn't match my skin color, at this point I would what do you call it? At this point I would take my powder and go in the hairline. But I'm satisfied with the way this looks. So I'm just gonna take a little bit more of that mousse. And usually I get ready while my son is either asleep or right here with me. Either way, I'm usually in a rush before he gets antsy, which is why I'm moving so fast. And I just take and try to get that flat as possible. Keep in mind my braids are not fresh, and again, that dome cap isn't as tight as I need it to be to tighten down what I got going on under here. But that's gonna have to do for now. I'll fix it and alter it more as we go along. But now I'm able to do the baby hair. So that's pretty much as good as it's gonna be for today. After I get the parting how I want it, the next step is to get my edges and baby hair to lay down and act right. So usually I'll just take my Hicks edge control and a little brush. Some people will use like the nail brush or a toothbrush. I'm used to using a toothbrush, but I picked this up from Sally's and I like it a lot. It's a little bit firmer than a toothbrush, but I'm just gonna pull the hair back and get my Ashanti's flat. I grabbed way too much. I kind of like to slick a little bit down right there because I have sideburns right there, and make everything else go behind my ear. This is just going to help for this to look cleaner. And then I'll even take a little bit of that, whatever's left on that brush, and help to lay that even flatter. The lace on this frontal does appear to be Swiss lace, and usually Swiss lace kind of rolls up a little bit, which is not my favorite. It is more soft and comfortable, but it doesn't lay as flat along the hairline. So that's probably the only thing I didn't like about this hair. But I'm gonna just take and do the other side. This time I'm gonna pick up a lot less. And this stuff does a pretty good job of laying my edges down. But a lot of people says it doesn't work for them. So if it doesn't work for you, find something else. But I don't know if I'm zoomed in enough, but that is good enough for me. That way, when I just put my hair behind my ears, I don't have the Ashanti situation going too bad, because I do have thick sideburns. I do need to add an elastic band to this hair. And honestly, when I'm doing my hair on a regular day, I typically won't like part and section my hair. I just need to go through and get the job done, because like I said before, I have a lot going on and I really don't have time. So around the hair and the parting is what's most important to me, because even if the ends are kind of messy, as long as like this is like slick and sleek, it'll still look decent. So I just took and made a big curl. I'm gonna go all the way around now and just take some big curls. I'm not using any hairspray, but if I were, I would probably use my Sebastian shapers. And I'm just gonna go around and make a few big curls. That way, since I'm not getting the hair bone straight per se, this will give it some body so it's not like uneven or raggedy. Oh, my back is on fire. Then I usually tuck this side behind my ears. Y'all know I love my hair behind my ears. And because I use my edge control, it blends as if I pressed that, even though I didn't. I think my baby's home. So at this point, I'll take an oil sheet or a hairspray and do a little bit. This is my Kara Care Silk and Sheen, and that's pretty much it. So as you've seen with the tutorial, I keep it simple during the day. If I have time to do my hair and makeup, I don't do a makeup every day, but I do my hair every day. I usually will spend more time on my makeup and my face than I do on the hair. And usually my biggest thing is the parting and what do you call this, like the crown, the head, the top basically is where I kind of put my focus, because if I can get this part slayed, I can put the rest into a ponytail or a bun and a clip and still feel cute. I did use a new kind of dome cap. So this is the dome cap that I use. I've always said I wish that the stretch dome caps that you usually see in like Sally's and Beauty Supplies, I've always said I wish I could find it in a children's version, because the men's ones like this usually fit me a little bit too loose. So I'm like, if they have it in a kid size, it probably will be perfect. Well, the other day I was in Sally's and I seen this one and I picked up 3, and this was the first install or wig that I made with it, and I don't like it. And what I don't like about it is it does fit my head more snug, like where the thick spandex is around, but they keep it kind of loose, like the dome part of it is kind of loose, so it doesn't like compress or hold my braids down like others do. Like obviously my install or my braids under here are not fresh, but at the same time I feel like the bigger adult ones are keep this a little bit tighter. So if you see it looks a little bit bulky, it is the braids and the cap. But my only thing about this hair, it doesn't tangle, it doesn't shed. I had absolutely no problem with it. I used all the hair, and for this to be one pack of hair, it is pretty full. Of course, if you want it to be thicker and fuller, you would go for 2. But my only thing that I did not like was the lace. I believe it's Swiss lace. I didn't go on the page and see if it specifies or not, but usually Swiss lace is softer and more comfortable to wear. But the downside to that is that sometimes it kind of rolls, so you got to be careful. Like when I go like this, you can kind of see it. if this were the normal French lace, you wouldn't see it as much. It's not a big deal. Like I just went ahead and took it from behind my ears and you'll never notice the difference. And like I said before, it is more comfortable to wear if you have a problem with French lace or the harder lace like irritating your hair or pulling your hair out. This kind of lace is much softer and it won't, how do you say, not manipulate, but it won't like mess with your hairline and like take out your hair as much. But yeah. Like I said, the bottom two bundles are 20 inches and everything seems to be true to size. I love the way the knots on the frontal bleached. They gave me no problem at all when I bleached them. I did use the hot glue gun method to prepare this wig. So I sewed down the frontal and then hot glue gun the rest of the hair. And yeah, I really liked it. I hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial. This wasn't meant to be like how I slay hair for the gods. It just was kind of like what I do on a daily basis to keep myself looking, you know, decent while I'm at home or running errands without looking like a mom. You know what I mean? Like you still want to look cute. You still want to look fly. You still want to, you know, look like you care about yourself a little bit, and you can have it done in 5 minutes or less, and that's what the purpose of this tutorial was. So I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to check out this hair. I do have it linked down below, and I'll see you in the next one.
I'm so groovy, I got power, I'm so groovy.